Hello, kindergarten friends, and welcome back to another CKLA lesson. This time, we're in Unit 2, Lesson 7. Again, we're working on blending sounds to build words, or listening for the beginning sound. It's really important when we're learning how to read that we have these skills mastered, so we're going to practice them today. All right? Remember, the first couple things I need you to do. As always, I need you to find a nice, quiet, comfortable place where you can learn and not be distracted. I also need to make sure that you're sitting at a place where you can write, whether you have a board in your lap, or you're sitting at a table, or you have a clipboard, something that you're using to write on top of, all right? The last thing I need you to do is make sure you have your kindergarten kit, because we're going to use some tools from it. So, if you don't have those things ready to go, please pause the video and go get yourself ready. It's more important that you press pause and are ready to learn than if you just try and do this without your tools, okay? All right, well, let's get started. Here we go. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you a word, and then we're going to break that word up into 3 sounds and blend it back together on our arm. Remember, we start with the shoulder, elbow, wrist. Are you ready? Here we go. The first word I have for you is cup. Put your arm out. Let's do this. Up. Cup. Good work, kindergarten friends. You're already on a roll. The second word I have for you is feet. Here we go. Eat. Feet. Good work, kindergarten friends. Oh, look at that. She's alive. She's moving. The last video, she didn't move at all. All right, our next word, sheep. 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 Good work, kindergarten friends. You're doing great. The next word is men. And men. Very good, kindergarten friends. We're halfway done with this first activity. Okay, here we go. Our next word is same. Arm out. Same. Ooh, splendid job so far. Our next word is night. Night. Whoa, 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 you're doing so great. Let's keep it going. This word is my favorite so far. Yeah, cat. Cat. Ready? Here we go. Cat. Yeah, we were saying you're kind of species. You're a little cat. Little Willow. She's my best bud. Okay? Are you ready? Top. Top. Oh my goodness, kindergarten friends, you're doing such a great job. Good job with that activity. If you struggled with any of those words, don't hesitate to pause the video, rewind it, and try it all again. That's great if you practice. Practice makes permanent. Not perfect, permanent. Our next activity is going to involve a little bit of a quiz for you, but you're so smart, it will be easy breezy. I'm going to this time only give you the sounds and not the word first. And then after I give you those sounds, I'm going to show you a picture, and you're going to have to check if you were right. Are you ready? Okay, let's put our thinking cap on. Tie it on extra tight in case you forgot to put it on. Here's our first one. I'm only going to give you the sounds. Here we go. R-O-S. R-O-S. Yep, rose. Good work, kindergarten friends. I knew you could do it. Here are the next set of sounds. Sh-L. Sh-L. All right, shell. Good work. Here are the next set of sounds. Ice. Ice. Mice. Good work. Excellent job. All right, here we go. I've. Yep, 5. Good work. Excellent job in that activity. You got all of them correct. And if you didn't, that's okay. Press rewind and try it all over again. No problem. Our next activity is another game, though this time we're only working on the beginning sound. In that last game, we stretched out 3 sounds. In this game, it's only the first sound we're worried about. The 2 sounds we're going to focus on are and f. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up 2 pictures here, and you're going to have to decide which picture to pick. I'll only give you one of those 2 sounds, either or f. Are you ready? Here we go. Here are the first 2 pictures. I want you to find the picture that starts with the sound. Yeah, if you said mouth, you're correct. Go to work. Okay? Here are our next 2 pictures. Go to work. Keep it ready, because you're looking for the f. Which picture is the f? Yep, the 5. Very good. Excellent job. Okay, and here are our next 2 pictures. Now I want you to find the picture that has the sound Which picture goes Yeah, the moth. Very good, friends. Excellent. And our last 2 pictures, here they are. Okay, I want you to find the picture, or pick the picture, that has the f sound. Which picture has the f sound? Yep, the foot. Very good. You guys are just so smart. I'm really impressed with you so far. Good work. Again, if you need to practice that again, press rewind, press play, and try it again. You're doing great. We're moving on now to a new shape. In our last lesson, we talked about the plus shape and the X shape. We made them using crayons first. Well, the shape we're making today, we can't use crayons, because the crayons, if I tried to make the shape we're going to do today, that crayon would snap in half. So what you're going to do is go right to the Play-Doh. I want you to get your Play-Doh right out. And I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to help me make this shape before I even show it to you. I want you to take your chunk of Play-Doh, because you should have ripped off some Play-Doh from here. And I want you to roll it into a snake/worm, whatever you think of it as. Roll it between your fingertips or your palms. Remember, fingertips, palms. Where do you want to roll it? I like to use my fingertips most often. And for this activity, it's important that you make it a little bit thinner, not real thick like this. The diameter is what you see when you're looking at the thickness of this. It would just be harder to do the shape we're going to do if you make it real thick, okay? So I want you to roll it nice and thin. Try to make it as even as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can even squeeze it. Almost ready. I want to just smooth it a little bit. You know what you can also do? I like to put it on the table and roll it that way too, like a rolling pin. All right, now, when your snake or worm looks about this, diameter thick, and this length, we're going to make something called a loop. Oh, how do I make a loop? Well, if you think about your tennis shoes, if you can tie yours, you make a loop every time you tie it. So how do I do that? Well, I take it and I just cross it over at the bottom, kind of like that T we made yesterday, or in our last lesson. We made a T shape plus shape, and we crossed it over, and we made the X shape. Well, it's kind of like that, except at the top, it's rounded. That's our loop. Let's do it one more time. So squeeze it all back together, and I'll show you. I got to roll it back out because I want it to be nice and even. And if this one is just too warm from you playing with it, we'll get out your other side. That's why we keep a little in the cup so that there's always one ready to go. All right. Squeeze it, and I'm gonna roll it back out. Roll it. Roll it. And you know the drill. We want it to be nice and long and thin. If you're wondering what that sound is, it's my palms rubbing together. My skin's a little dry. Okay. Now my worm is pretty long and pretty thin, just like this. Now how do I make that loop? Well, you're going to make this shape, so just take the two ends and you're gonna bring them down to almost touch. But instead of touching, you're gonna cross one over, just like a lady crosses her leg or when you're tying your shoe. And there you go. Now you have a loop. Very good job, kindergarten friends. Excellent. You're doing great. Okay? When you're done doing that, if you want to practice making that loop a couple more times, feel free. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put the picture right there. I want you to pause the video and I want you to practice tracing it with your finger. Do it one more time. Okay? Good work. Excellent job, kindergarten friends. It's okay to touch your screen. Just make sure your hands are clean. Okay? So once you've practiced doing that, we need to make sure that we have the rest of our kit that we need. And we need, you called it, our workbook. And I need you to open to page 31. 31. And boy, oh boy, you're going to like what you get to do here. We have some darling little bumblebees that have to get to their hives, and they need your help. So you have to trace those loops to get those bumblebees to their hives. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to make honey. So get your crayon box. First thing you do, as always, write your name at the top. I'm going to pick red as my first color, and I'm going to write my name. This way, if my book gets lost, whoever finds it would know it's Miss Laberthings. Then I'm going to pick a new color, and I'm going to start again at that star. See the star? That's where you're going to put the tip of your crayon, okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to follow that line and trace that looping shape. And you just keep following it. Loop. And go down and go up to make the loop. Go down, go up and around to make the loop. Go down, go up and around to make that loop. Up and around and down to make the loop. And I'm going to take mine all the way to the hive. Just like that. Excellent job, kindergarten friends. Now remember, when you're doing your activities, don't use the same color over and over again. I want you to practice going in and out of your crayon box and putting your tools in and out. Don't lose them. These tools have to last us all the way to June. So then I take another color. I go back to that star right there. And this time I'm going to hold it to my chest as you watch me do it. I start at the star, and I'm going to go down, up, around, and down. I'm tracing that loop pattern the best that I can. Now, how fast is Miss Laborfin going? I'm taking my time. I'm going nice and slow and steady. This way, I have control over my crayon and my paper, and I can trace that dotted line easier than if I try to do it too quickly. Up, around, and I take it all the way to the beehive again, just like that. And you're going to do the same thing for these last 3 little bees on this page using different colors. And guess what, friends? Well, you called it. You have to flip that paper over and go to the next side because those bumblebees have brothers and sisters that need help finding their hives. So make sure that you help these bumblebees on the back page find their hives as well. Okay? And then your last activity you have to do in your workbook is this page right here. And this is just a review page of all the shapes we've made so far. Make sure you start with the black one and trace it with any color you want, and then do the same here. Now this gets a little tricky, friends, because look it, they only give you help with the first one. So let me show you that first one. I'm going to pick another color, purple. I'm going to do the black one first for practice. Trace it, making that cup shape. Then I start at that star, as I have for all my other ones. I start at the star and I trace that cup shape. Now, do I make my cup shape from this star all the way to that star and I'm done? No, no, no. There's only one star on one cup. So you have 2 more cups to make. Watch me as I do it. I start at the star and I make my cup. Did I connect it all the way to the next star? Goodness, no, because this one is going to be another cup. So I start at the next star and I go to it, just like that. This is tough, friends, but you can do it. Now look at the rainbow shape. It's the same thing. Grab a new color, orange this time, and trace the black one first for practice. And look at that, and I made the shape. Then I start at my star. I trace that rainbow shape. Very good, just like that. And look at, I have 2 more to make. I'm not just connecting this star to this star. No, 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 that'd be much too large. I start at this star and I'm going to go up, around, and back down, making that rainbow shape. And I have 1 more to do. Up, around, and down to make that beautiful rainbow shape. You should have 3 shapes on that row, okay? Do you understand? Good. Now don't forget, as with all our pages, there's a back page. Holy cats, it's all the shapes we've been doing, and you can do it. Remember, each one of these stars is you starting a new shape, except, are you ready for this? The X. They're just trying to throw us off, aren't they? Yeah, a little bit, but we can handle it. And we're going to talk about this one right here, the plus sign. We can handle that one too. So I'm going to grab a new shape, and I'm going to, a new crayon color. Ooh, I'm going to pick gray for this one, like a little pillow. I'm not going to show you this one because you can do that on your own. Start at the star and this star. Takes 2 stars for this shape and 2 stars for this shape. They're the only shapes that are different than all the rest. All the rest only have 1 little star you start at. So let me show you. I go to the black one first, trace it. Then I go to this shape, go to this star right here, diagonal line down. And then I go to the star right next to it and I do another diagonal line. You're going to do the same thing here. Diagonal line, diagonal line. Am I crossing it at the bottom? Nope. Am I crossing it at the top? Goodness, no. I'm crossing it in the middle. I grab a new color, and now let's go down to the plus sign down here. I'm going to trace it down, vertical first, then I'm going to do my horizontal line. Now if you look, there's a star here and a star here. This one takes 2 stars as well. You do your vertical line first, then you do your horizontal line. Do it again. Vertical line first, then your horizontal line. One more time. Vertical line first, horizontal line. You should have 3 plus signs. Just like all the pictures have 3, every picture should have 3 here, okay? That is tricky, but you guys are so smart. I know you got this. So remember, once you've done your work, I need you to go and seesaw. Tell me what you did today, and then take a picture of your best work and explain why it's your best. Okay? I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Love you. Bye.